Are we live? Welcome to another rendition of Too Early for This podcast. It's your host and moderator. I'm Christopher One. How y'all living? I'm living swell. Hope everyone is having a lovely Monday morning. All right. Hope it's very productive. I hope it's be nice and breezy out there for everybody. Too early for this podcast. I got a great show. We're going to be talking about 1000 HP Media. He's back in these YouTube streets. He uploaded a video last week about his whereabouts. I'm about to put an APB, an all points bulletin on 1000 HP Media. A lot of people were speculating that his channel was deleted, this, that, and the third, but he did a video explaining what has been transpiring with him, his channel, and the future of his channel moving forward. Been there and done that, my friend. Been there and done that. Also, we're going to be talking about iScreamVlog. Apparently, his Lamborghini, his Lambo, got vandalized. Dun, dun, dun. We're going to address and tackle that story as well as some other news and notes going on in the social media YouTube streets. Okay, so be on the lookout for that. As always, rate, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Be sure you select all, by the way. Also, to get this YouTube channel as well as this podcast in the YouTube algorithm, can you do your boy a favor? Can you do your boy a solid? Be sure that you're commenting. Be sure you're hitting the like button. Be sure you share this because I want to get this crack-a-lacking in the YouTube algorithm. Now, this is a different podcast from the rest. This ain't the same old podcast that you hear a thousand times before, copied and paste, reduplicated. This podcast, it got some flair to it. It got some flavor in your ear. This podcast is just different from the rest. All right. Shout out to The Dream. The Dream uploaded 2 videos, by the way, Sunday. Be sure to go cop them. Check those videos out. Do your girl a favor. If you haven't already, subscribe to her channel, like those videos, and comment at will on those videos. Okay, she had some good. She had 2 videos that uploaded. I'm about to do a topic on her second video tomorrow. All right, so watching that video gave me some incentive to do another live stream, and I'm gonna be doing live streams back to back, Monday as well as Tuesday. So be on the lookout for that. I'm looking for Ollie. Ollie, if you happen to be in this live stream, and you know how you do, you comment in the comment section, please, when the live stream is over and done with, can you comment on this video? I want to do something real special for you, by the way, since you've been my day one. All right, but nevertheless, I'm the best. Let's get into these topics. All right, so first topic we're going to talk about, is 1000 HP Media. Now, for those out there who've been living on the rock, I allow your boy to explain. 1000 HP Media. He is a content provider in these YouTube streets. He normally, talk about YouTube influencers, have a comedic spin with whatever YouTube influencer that he's talking about. Like I said, when I watch and pay attention to 1000 HP Media, I'm subscribed to him, by the way. It's not like I'm going to his channel and be educated on his channel. When the reason why I subscribe to his channel, he takes digs at YouTube influencers. He gets his little joke on, his kiki on. As long as everything is in bounds, when you're joking on these YouTube influencers, it's all good in the hood. However, when you're out of bounds, you start talking about their relatives, or you talk about their children, or you talk about their mothers and their grandmamas, or they girlfriends or wives. I feel like that's out of bounds. 1000 HP Media, has never went that way. And that's why I'm more familiar with his channel. That's why I'm subscribed to his channel versus being subscribed to iScreamVlog, which we're going to address his video a little bit later. So everyone was speculating what has transpired with 1000 HP Media. A lot of people alluded to that his channel has gotten strict, had a bunch of strikes. His channel got deleted from YouTube. A lot of people were, speculating and saying some bad things about 1000 HP Media. The last time he uploaded a video before the video last week, he was talking about the, I guess you want to call him haters or trolls, the trolls that bombast his channel on a consistent basis. And basically he was, twirling that tool, waving that iron like a white flag. But, it wasn't, he wasn't looking for no peace. All right. He just had the peace in the air, by the way. And a lot of people started, noticing that, and everyone made their videos talking about, man, for someone, they always talk about other YouTube influencers, about their whereabouts and about coming to see them and this, that, and the third. When someone gives him that same energy, now all of a sudden he wants to tote that iron. He wants to tote that steel. Now, I did a video about that, about his previous video. Also did a live stream on it. Go check out that video. I'm not going to go into full detail of what I said in that video, but I felt like everyone was a little too harsh on 1000 HP Media. Okay, at the end of the day, I'm subscribed to his channel. I feel like he's very entertaining. He's very funny. He keeps things in touch, inbound, sort of say. And he's different from iScreamVlog, which, by the way, I'm not subscribed to iScreamVlog, but I do see his videos on the timeline because I'm subscribed to 1000 HP Media. That's why I see it in the timeline. But anywho, 1000 HP Media went on hiatus mode, and a lot of people were speculating that he's done with YouTube. His channel got stricken down. Now, and I believe iScreamVlogs alluded to this in his video, talking about how 1000 HP Media got his channel deleted, and he assumed that it had something to do with Mr. Organic. Mr. Organic struck a lot of his videos, and now his channel is deleted, gone for no more. A lot of people were speculating. And the only time I saw any type of clips or anything from 1000 HP Media was his clip channel, where he does YouTube shorts on that channel as well. But still, didn't hear anything from 1000 HP Media. So if he's not speaking out, if he's not going on social media, one will have to assume that his channel was deleted and believe all the stories that were coming from iScreamVlog, as well as other YouTube content creators that had an axe to grind with 1000 HP Media. Well, funny thing happened out of the blue. 1000 HP Media uploaded a video last week talking about his hiatus, talking about what's been transpiring with him, and also talking about his future moving on. Now, I've heard this a time or two on previous videos on 1000 HP Media. He was just echoing what he has already talked about in previous videos, just in case no one was aware of his whereabouts or his future plans. So basically, 1000 HP Media told the world why he stopped uploading videos. And why did he? What happened to his channel? Well, he said he put his channel on private. He put a lot of his content on private. Okay, that's fair. And he also talked about how, he wasn't feeling the love that he was giving to his subscriber base. you know, his channel. He also talked about how his channel wasn't growing. He also talked about how he was trying to do giveaways, and a lot of people didn't take part in his giveaways. And he said that his giveaway were more authentic. He wanted to get people to put money behind 1000 HP Media. That way he can do bigger and better giveaways. And like he said, his giveaways were going to be more legit than Rail to Real or Stunner Reese or Mr. Organic. His giveaways are going to be more legit than those YouTube content providers. But he just didn't have a support group, meaning his subscribers, supporting those giveaways. He also talked about his views. He talked about Mr. Organic, and I can sort of co-sign with this. And if you're a content provider on YouTube, you understand where he was coming from when he was saying this. But if you're not a content provider on YouTube, a lot of people are going to view this as white noise. A lot of people are going to say he's just crying and complaining. A lot of people are going to assume that he's mad, but it's legit. And then he was saying, like, in the beginning, when he was making videos joking on Mr. Organic, he was getting the views. He was getting the subscribers. And then people stopped watching those videos. No matter how funny they are, no matter how entertaining they were, no matter how much editing he put in these videos, people stopped trickling in to those videos. And he was saying, like, look, even Mr. Organic himself is having a hard time getting views. Now, if you've been following Mr. Organic, the views are kind of light on his channel. All right. And it's a trickle down effect. Anything, if Mr. Organic's views are light, anything pertaining to Mr. Organic, and that's connected to Mr. Organic, those views are going to be light as well. Those subscribers are going to be light. You're going to lose a lot of subscribers, okay? Because Mr. Organic isn't in the algorithm no more. He's not the best thing smoking. He's not the one, all right? So if Mr. Organic having a hard time keeping subscribers and getting views, what makes you think people that do videos concerning around Mr. Organic, everything's gonna be business as usual? So I understand where he was coming from on that sense. I did some videos. I was doing reactions on Mr. Organic, and the videos and the numbers were fine. The numbers were great, but after a while, people stopped tuning in to Mr. Organic. Anything that was associated to Mr. Organic on those videos, people stopped trickling in. People stopped watching those videos. And someone that does content on YouTube, like myself, hey, look, this is not the subject that everyone wants to talk about. So you just simply move on to the next thing, to the next best thing. If you're a content provider and you're doing reactions, you're doing reviews, you're talking about current events on social media as well as in these YouTube streets, and you get a good hitch in, you start noticing people want more and more content concerning this. And when people stop trickling in and people stop watching that content, as a content provider, you have to move on. Now, I understand where he was coming from with that. Then he talked about his views. They're not hitting like they used to. And he also talked about how the subscribers were not supporting him in the giveaways. I feel like a lot of people are going to think that he was whining about that. He was crying about that. But truth be told, like, if you're doing a giveaway and you're putting in your hard-earned money and you are putting in the work, the effort to make sure this giveaway is on the up and up, this giveaway is legit, and you don't get a lot of people trickling in, buying into your giveaway, then, I can understand why he will have some ill will towards that. when you look at the Rail to Real, when he does his giveaways, tons of people are supporting those giveaways. No matter what people say on the interwebs or on YouTube, talking about he's scamming people, people still trickle in to Rail to Real's giveaways. And the same could be said for Stunner Reese and Mr. Organic. You get all, they're doing these giveaways, and some of these giveaways are suspect. And a lot of these giveaways are total scams, but they continue to have more and more people investing their time and money in these giveaways. No matter what other content providers are saying on social media or YouTube, saying that these giveaways are scams, still to this day, people are still supporting these giveaways by buying tickets. All right. So I can understand the frustration with 1000 HP Media on that. And I can understand his frustration on his views are getting light and he wants to talk about different subject matter. Understand that as a content provider, I feel you, man. And I know a lot of people are going to think that I'm going to have a butt in this. All right. And I don't have a butt in this. All I can tell 1000 HP Media is give him some advice. Okay. Learn from my mistakes. All right. When I started in YouTube many moons ago, all right, in the beginning, it was easy to get these views. However, and I had an abundance of subscribers subscribing to my channel, watching my my videos, and everyone was getting entertained, informative. Everybody was getting whatever they want out of these videos. Until one day I woke up one morning and said, you know what? I don't want to do this content no more. This content really doesn't represent what I really want to do. I want to do something different. All right. So I said to myself, I'm just going to quit cold turkey and just start doing my own content. And when I started doing my own content, the views started getting light. Then my subscribers took a hit. Those same people that subscribed a while back, they like that messy type of content. They like that certain flavor of content. But when I wanted to do my own thing, I didn't, get that same love. I didn't get that same support. So there was a lesson for me to learn. It was a lesson that you, as a content provider, you have to make content that benefits your audience. And once your audience feels like you're not giving them what they want, they're going to leave. All right. They're going to leave. They're not going to support you on whatever you want to do, whatever you think that is hot, whatever you think that's trending. All right. Your subscriber base is not going to support it because that's not the type of content they were looking for. All right. 2, subscribers, if you started a YouTube channel and and a lot of people say this, they say when you're entertaining people by getting laughs or being funny, and this is like in life, it's just not in YouTube, it's just in life. When you want to be the class clown and you just want to joke around, people don't take you seriously. They just simply don't. If you telling jokes and joking on people and this, that, and the third, and now you don't want to do that no more, you want to be more serious, you want people to take you seriously. People, once you start being funny, people don't take you seriously that way. And I feel like that's another problem with 1000 HP Media. Now, when you're doing current topics and current events, well, you have to have a totally different mindset. You can still be funny. You can still throw some jabs here and there. But for example, if 1000 HP Media does a video and talk about the Scorpion unit in Memphis, Tennessee, about those black officers beating a black civilian to death, there's no leeway in that story to be funny or to be comedic. All right. And it's going to rub people the wrong way. So you're pretty much distancing yourself from topics that could be extremely popular to your channel, can be extremely informational to your channel, because you want to be funny. And people don't view funny people or take funny people very seriously. They view those type of people as class clowns. All right. So trust me, 1000 HP Media, I understand your pain. I understand you don't want to be stuck in the same rabbit hole. The only reason why you're popular because you do funny comedic takes on Mr. Organic, on Rail to Real, on Stunner Reese. I understand you want to get away from that type of content, but that type of content is the reason why you are where you are today. And the majority of your subscriber base is going to leave once you stop doing that content. When you want to change this channel overnight and make it more like, okay, this channel is going to be about current events. This channel is going to be about this, and we're going to step away from what this channel really was founded on. It makes it difficult to keep that subscriber base. I'm just throwing that out there. It would have been best for you to keep this channel and start another channel and do that channel for your current events. Okay, instead of trying to force feed something that you already know your audience is not going to understand, they're not going to support, and they're not going to like, and they're just going to just move on to the next channel that's going to give them what they want. I know 1000 HP Media, you're thinking and you're feeling that you're a one-trick pony, that the only thing you do right in these YouTube streets is to be very funny, be very comedic about Mr. Organic, Rail to Real, and Stunner Reese. You feel like a one-trick pony. You feel like I can contribute a lot more if my hands were in other areas, when they're in other avenues. I understand where you're coming from. I've been there. I've done that. All right. And it takes a long time for people to think of you that way. So I understand your pain. All right. However, it's hard to sway people why they like you in the first place. So yeah, you're gonna be a one-trick pony until you bring something different to the table and still keep that same old content, or just starting a new channel and do your different thing there. But people are going to still remember you as the guy that made jokes about Mr. Organic, Rail to Real, and Stunner Reese. And you have to make sure those content providers are still getting those views, because your channel is connected to those other channels. When them channels are at their top, when they're getting their views, you're gonna get those. You're gonna be at your top, and you're gonna get your views. But when those channels are struggling, you're gonna struggle as well. So you can still do that content. You're still gonna have to feed the appetite of the majority of your subscribers. You're still going to have to do that content, but then you can also bring other layers or other topics to your channel. But people are going to still consider you as funny. People are going to still consider you as entertaining, but people are not going to consider you as someone that is serious or take you serious. All right, that's what I should say. So that's my advice to you, 1000 HP Media. And I had to learn the hard way. I've been there, done that. Trust me. You don't want to feel like a one-trick pony, but technically you are a one-trick pony. All right. The majority of your subscribers subscribe to you because you do one thing so great and so amazing. And that one thing you don't appreciate because you're saying to yourself, there's more substance to me than being funny, being comedic. I want you guys to take me seriously. All right. Plus, not to mention before this video, you waving the steel around, and I know they got the best of you that day. You up there toting the piece, waving it around, talking about if anybody walk up to you or run up to you, it's going to be a short encounter. You know how when Mr. Organic, and I thought it was wrong for Mr. Organic to say it, when Mr. Organic did his live stream and he talked about how if anybody walks up to him or come to his house, that it's going to be a quick encounter. Everybody pounced on that and joked on Mr. Organic about that. All right. Calling him thin skinned, he's nothing without his weapons. Okay. So how you think that was going to translate for you when you do the exact same thing? Hell, you even mocked Mr. Organic by reacting that way. And now you're behaving and reacting the same way Mr. Organic did in that live stream. So you can't have it both ways. It's either both situations are right or both situations are wrong. All right. So I don't care how many times you explain it, it's just wrong all the way. All right. If it's wrong for Mr. Organic, it's definitely wrong for you to do. If it's wrong for Mr. Organic to do it, it's wrong for you to do it. All right. I know there's a lot of people that's got hate in their heart and blood in their eyes for Mr. Organic, but trust me, there's a lot of people out there that feel the same way about you, 1000 HP Media. I wish you nothing but the best. Salute to you. I'm still going to be subscribed to your channels. And just looking forward to, and I'm going to support it, as best as I can on your next video. Because I think you're going to move on. I think you're no longer going to be talking about this. I think you have turned the page, turned the chapter on making videos on Mr. Organic, Stunner Reese, and Rail to Real, CJ So Cool. I think you're done making that type of content. I don't think you're all the way done. I think you're taking a break from it, and judging on what type of views or subscribers you get with your new content really depends on whether or not you're going to go back and entertain that lane as far as mocking those YouTube influencers. All right. Because I don't care what anybody say. At the end of the day, I don't care what anybody say. Yeah, you probably are ticked off because, people support you and really folk with you, all right, by you doing that type of content, and you just want to, you don't want to do that content no more. But when the numbers come in and when the subscriber numbers come in, and you start saying to yourself, I was doing more views and getting more subscribers on the low end doing content that I didn't like. And now I'm doing the content that I actually like, and the views are even worse. The subscriber count is even worse. All right. So, I wish you nothing but the best. I hope it works out for 1000 HP Media. Like I said, I have no ill will towards 1000 HP Media. I think he's a cool dude. I think he's very funny, very energetic. But like I said, and I said this on many videos as well as live stream. The reason why I'm subscribed to 1000 HP Media is because he's very funny. I don't take none of his content seriously, and I just treat his content like stand-up at Saturday Night Live. I just get my ha-ha kikis on and I keep it pushing, I keep it moving. I don't think 1000 HP Media has an agenda. I don't think he hates those content providers that he talks about in his videos. I don't think he hates anybody, but that's my feeling about 1000 HP Media. I think he's a cool dude. I just think people perceive him the wrong way. And if you're a fan of Stunner Reese, if you're a fan of Rail to Real, if you're a fan of Mr. Organic, his type of content is going to rub you the wrong way. But there's no ill will, no ill attempt. I mean, the guy's just funny. He's just trying to be funny, folks. Just lighten up sometimes. All right, just lighten up. That's all I'm saying. All right, but moving on from 1000 HP Media, we're gonna be talking about the infamous Mr. Ice Cream Vlogs. All right, Ice Cream Vlogs. All right. So apparently he uploaded a YouTube short, and I've seen this short a time or two. I think I saw it last week or 2 weeks before, and I wasn't really paying attention. I wasn't reading the caption or anything. I just when I first initially saw it, I saw a Lamborghini in a parking lot with broken glass in the passenger seat or driver's seat. It really doesn't matter. And I just said, okay, no big deal. All right. Somebody vandalized a Lamborghini. No big deal. Well, it just blew past me. I wasn't even thinking about it. Okay. I didn't even put a lot of thought into it. So Sunday, when the Dream uploaded her video, I always, and shout out to the Dream, I always watch her videos religiously. And I'm kind of glad she talked about it. She shed a lot of light on this YouTube short. And yes, it's a Lamborghini. Yes, it was vandalized. But the Lamborghini owner is one Ice Cream Vlogs. Alright. And he basically saying someone damaged his car. Now, when I first saw the Dreams video, I started to do my research. All right. I started to, figure out what really goes on. All right. And does even Ice Cream Vlog even own a Lamborghini? That's the first thing I wanted to figure out. Do you even own a Lamborghini? Okay. Is this all cap? Now, to be fair, okay, let's just, call it like we see it. Ice Cream Vlog is notoriously a capologist, okay? He's an habitual line stepper, okay? He's lying without even trying, okay? He rather tell a lie than tell the truth, because we all know a lie is more entertaining than the actual truth, all right? So, I'm already thinking, my Negro senses are already tingling that this could be possibly cap, okay? Straight cap, okay, from Ice Cream Vlog, okay? He notoriously does that on a constant, consistent basis. I thought this was cap, all right? So after I checked it out, I did a little research, and I still can't find whether or not this is his Lamborghini. I can't find whether or not this actually happened. Okay. So if you can't find any type of evidence, the next thing you do is speculate. I mean, we all speculate. Now, one or two things could have happened in this situation, or maybe both of these things could have happened at the same time. All right. One is, let's just go with Ice Cream Vlog. Let's just say he does own a Lamborghini and it got vandalized. We all have trolls. And a couple of months back, Ice Cream Vlog, everyone found the whereabouts of his dental office. Everyone found out what he looks like. I mean, they were in on Ice Cream Vlog. Okay, we finally got a face for this individual. All right. So one could assume that one of somebody off of YouTube, a subscriber, or someone that hates Ice Cream Vlog, was probably been checking him out and probably knew where he parks his car at. And as soon as iScreamVlog parked the car and went into the office or went to his apartment, they just threw a brick in the Lamborghini, breaking the glass. Just want to vandalize it. They were not trying to steal it or anything. All right. That's one way. That's one excuse. The next one is he probably did it. He probably did it himself. Because he knew that this short was going to get him views, and this was going to give him enough content to talk about moving forward. Now, iScreamVlog has not made a video talking about this. The only thing he done about this subject was made a YouTube short. So there's a possibility that this could be on the up and up. Now, I do have questions. I have some questions. I have a lot of questions, but really, if you can just answer 2 of my questions, I'm good in the hood. All right, hold on. Got to hydrate. All right. So when I had to watch the video multiple times. I watched it at regular speed. I watched it at slow speed. I even paused the video. All right. And I'm just looking for stuff because I've been there and done that with cars being broken into as far as stealing. I've never been in a situation where someone vandalized a car by breaking the window. Now, the most I've seen vandalized-wise, a car being vandalized, is I was just driving down the street, minding my own business, and this female who had a Mustang drove right next to me. We was at a red light. I wasn't paying no attention, all right? I wasn't even paying attention to the car. I wasn't even paying attention to the woman that was in the car, even though she was a very attractive woman. But I wasn't really heavy into the steering and all this, that, and the third. I just noticed that this light was extremely long. So I'm up here listening to my music and just, start looking around, trying to, entertain myself while I'm, at this light. So I garnered back at the lady in the Mustang. And like I said, she was an attractive woman. But then I noticed on her car, and she picked up what I was noticing. Man, they had a bunch of bitches scratched in her car. They scratched her car up from front to back. They had hoe on there, bitch on there. Apparently, she probably was fooling around with somebody's husband, all right, or boyfriend, all right. And the woman, the significant other, was so jealous of her boyfriend that she found where the girl lived at and just vandalized her car. I mean, from front to back. I mean, and they wrote bitch long. I mean, it just wasn't no small bitch. Like somewhere. I mean, they spent time vandalizing this car. I'm looking at it. She sees me looking at her car. The minute the light turns green, it was like she was at the Indianapolis 500. All right. She mashed that gas. She wanted to get out of that situation. All right. Because when I was looking at it, people were watching me look at the car, and other people started paying attention to the car. All right. So that's my experience as far as a car being vandalized. Now let's get back to iScreamVlog. All right. Like I told you guys, I watched that video multiple times. I watched it at regular speed. I watched it at slow speed. I even watched it at slower speed. I paused throughout. The video is like 12 seconds long. It's a YouTube short. All right. It's a YouTube short. All right. It's a TikTok video. But I kept looking and looking and looking. And if this was an equation, 2 plus 2, it was not adding up to 4. It was something about that video that iScreamVlog uploaded about his Lamborghini being vandalized. It was just a little off, all right? But I couldn't at first explain why I felt like it was off a little bit, why I felt like it was doctored a little bit, why I felt like this could be some capping in here, all right? So I'm looking at the video. Now, I could be totally wrong about this, all right? Because the way how the camera was angled, you couldn't clearly see inside the whole car, but you can see where the glass is in the seat of the car. And like I said, I don't know if it was in the passenger side or the driver's side, but that don't even matter at this point. All right. So I'm up here looking at this video and I'm saying to myself, something's odd about this picture, but I can't put my thumb on it. So I slept on it and I kept thinking about it. Then the next day it hit me. It just hit me. It just hit me as clear as blue. If you look at the glass particles, like when the window broke, the majority of all the glass was in the seat. The majority of the glass wasn't outside of the car. The majority of the glass wasn't in where you put your feet at. The majority of the glass wasn't in another seat. The majority of the glass was in that particular seat. Now, I'm not a detective. I don't play one. I don't watch enough Law and Order to say without a doubt that this actually happened. All I'm saying is my experiences in the hood, all right? And just my experiences alone when it comes to people breaking into cars. It's just things that, when you see it, it just clicks. It just registers. But about this situation, it just did not register until after a good night's sleep. It hit me like a ton of bricks. The majority of the glass is in the seat. That's indicating to you that something was thrown in the car. Something was actually thrown in the car. Like a brick or a huge rock or a steel box, an object, a large enough heavy object was thrown in that car. But when you look at the seat, all you see is glass. Now, like I said, I'm not a detective. I don't even play one on TV. And like I said, I don't even watch Law and Order. All right. It's just the way how that glass was just placed in that seat. The majority of the glass was in the seat. It was nowhere else. It wasn't at the it wasn't at the car floor. It wasn't outside the car. It wasn't behind the seat. The majority of the glass was in that seat. And that just tells me that something was thrown into the car. But when you look at the seat, all you see is glass. You don't see no rock. You don't see nothing like a blunt object that's just laying in the seat or laying at the floor of the car. Now, like I said this in the beginning, the way how the camera was angled, okay, I couldn't totally see the floor. So for all we know, if someone threw a brick in there, the majority of the glass falls in the car seat, and that brick hit the car seat. But since that car seat had cushion in it, it bounced, the brick bounced off the seat, and it's on the floor. It's on the car floor. But like I said, you can't really tell an angle. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, well, Chris, somebody probably took a crowbar and just cracked the window. You know, if you're strong enough and if you hit it at an angle, you don't even necessarily have to be strong enough. A crowbar can do that same type of work than a brick. Here's where I can agree to disagree. If a crowbar hit the window, then how come there's no glass particles? It should be glass particles everywhere. It should be glass particles on the floor. It should be glass particles on the seat. It should be glass particles on the on the components of the car. It should be glass components everywhere in the car. How come the majority of the glass is in the seat? I'm not saying that it didn't happen. I'm not saying that iScreamVlog intentionally did this. It could have been a jealous fan that did this. It could have been a hater that did this. It could be a car thief that did this. It could have been some kid that didn't have spit to do today, decided to vandalize a Lamborghini. But not just any Lamborghini. iScreamVlogs Lamborghini. I'm just saying, a lot of stuff do not add up with this video. And like I said, if iScreamVlog intentionally did this, he hasn't even made a video on it to capitalize off of this. You know, he would have made 2 or 3 videos by now, but he hasn't. He's been making videos about other things, haven't made a video about this. So I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe someone actually did vandalize his car, but it looks very spooky and suspect. It looks very fishy. That's all I'm going to say on that, okay? It just doesn't look right. That's the point I want to make, all right? So that's it on iScreamVlogs. I got a part 2 on the saga between iScreamVlogs and Rail to Real. We'll talk about that tomorrow. All right. So be sure to check that live stream out as well tomorrow. It may be around this time, no later than noonish. So be sure to check. Be sure your face is in the place. Rate, comment, subscribe. Share this with your friends, family, as well as your followers. But yeah, I'm not saying that I'm not 90% sure iScreamVlog just did this whole thing just to get clout. But it just looks kind of spooky. It just looks kind of fishy. All right. That's all I can say on it. All right. But moving on. All right. Okay. So some couple of news and notes. It seems like Blac Chyna is pregnant again. This will be her 3rd child. She's pregnant by some unknown rapper. Never heard of him before. So congratulations, I think, to Blac Chyna. You got your 3rd kid. I hope you guys stay as long as you can possibly stay with each other. I hope this relationship lasts longer than Tiger or Rob Kardashian. I hope this lasts a little bit longer. But we understood why you was involved in those relationships, because those gentlemen, Tiger at one point had some money. All right. But Rob Kardashian definitely had money because, he's the brother of the Kardashians. And you're trying to link your brand with the Kardashians. You would have made a ton of money if you could have played nice, or the Kardashians would have played nice. But nevertheless, that's water under the bridge. Congratulations, Blac Chyna. You're going to have your 3rd child. Summer Walker is pregnant. Congratulations to you, honey. That's I feel like this is the year where everybody's gonna get pregnant. All right. This is wintertime. All right. And normally in wintertime, this is the biggest time where women get pregnant. All right, because there's nothing to do. It's cold all the time. You don't want to go out all the time. You want to spend some quality time with your boo, Netflix and chill. Then one thing it leads to another, and now you having a baby in the summer. Okay, that's pretty much how it's pretty much how it goes down. All right. So this is the pregnant season. All right. It's just cold out there. There's nothing to do. So, it is what it is. All right. Some more news and notes. Oh, I didn't like how I said, that didn't sound good. Hold on one second. Last night, the Grammys finally showed love to hip hop. The hip hop culture has been embedded in the music industry. Okay. It's been embedded to a lot of categories in music that would not exist if it wasn't for the lifeline of hip hop. Okay. Hip hop finally got recognized at the Grammys. It's officially music to the Grammy historians, all right, so to say. All right, so they paid homage to Sugar Hill and the Gang. They paid homage to LL Cool J. No surprise there. They paid homage to Queen Latifah. They paid homage to Gorilla. That old and new was there. All right. Wu-Tang Clan. Oh my God, the guys who sing Me, Myself, and and Buddy. I can't think of their names right now. I do apologize. Run DMC, Salt and Pepper, Busta Rhymes. They paid homage to a bulk of hip hop. All right, even though they didn't. You have to understand, like, it was a 5-minute show. You can't get everybody. Oh, Rakim was there as well. I forgot about that. You can't get everybody. All right, because Wu-Tang Clan, the whole Wu-Tang Clan wasn't even there. It was just Method Man. All right. A Public Enemy. They paid homage to them. So you can't. Little Uzi Vert, he was there. I mean, everybody was there. All right. And that's big of the Grammys, the committee, to finally pay homage to hip hop. It's been long overdue. All right. And like I said earlier, the hip hop culture is embedded in all forms of catalogs of music. Okay. Now hip hop has transitioned over country. It's transitioned into rock. It's been transitioned into rock. It's transitioned into pop. Okay. That was low-key hip hop. All right. That was acceptable hip hop to the non-conservative people out there that didn't like hip hop. You had pop. Pop had elements of hip hop. Okay. R&B was always embedded in hip hop. Okay. Been there, done that. All right. Even jazz, hip hop was embedded in jazz. There's a lot of older jazz records that were sampled and used in a lot of classic hip hop hits. All right. Tribe Called Quest. No, they wasn't there. De La Soul. It was De La Soul that was at the Grammys, but it wasn't all the members. It was just only one. All right. And I forgot the ones who sing I Need a Ride or Die Chick. I forgot their names. Jadakiss, Well, the locks were there. Okay. Um, so they couldn't get everybody on set for 5 minutes. That was going to be literally impossible for the Grammys to do, but they did acknowledge hip hop in with the Grammys, because for a long period of time, hip hop wasn't accepted. It was low key dissed. It was sneak undercover diss. I mean, there was a couple of artists that was acceptable, clean artists that were nominated in the Grammys, like Will Smith. Now I do feel like as the Grammys got older, they were more acceptable to 3 6 Mafia. They were more acceptable to Eminem. So they were more acceptable to a lot of prominent hip hop groups and artists. But still, when you watch the Grammys, you just got a sense of, you know, it was included, but it wasn't fused into the Grammy shows. Okay. And sometimes when they nominated someone for best for rap or hip hop, it's they don't make a big presentation about it. They just talk about it during a break or something. All right. So that was the first time in a long time the Grammys recognized rap music and hip hop. All right. So the older the Grammys get, the more acceptable hip hop is. And if you love music, then you have to love hip hop. Because, like I said earlier, hip hop is embedded in a lot of different types of categories of music. Okay. A lot of other music cannot be embedded inside hip hop or other categories. You can't have a country music song embedded into hip hop or R&B. 9 times out of 10, it starts off as a hip hop track and then it ends up being on a different category. All right. And hip hop, and with hip hop, it's the most, it has the most artists, the most dominant artists. Okay. A lot of people tip their toes into hip hop. Justin Timberlake, who came from pop as in the group NSYNC, his first album was embedded with hip hop tracks, with an R&B flavor to it. All right. It seems like a lot of people have forgot about Justin Timberlake's first album. And then, I think people pay more attention to the later Justin Timberlake albums. All right. But yeah, congratulations to the Grammys for finally recognizing that not only hip hop exists, but without hip hop, there's no Grammys, in my humble opinion. Without hip hop, there's no Grammys. All right. The music will cease to exist. All right. A lot of the music came from the doo-wop hip hop scene. Elvis got his claim to fame and sort of copied and pasted a lot of groups, a lot of doo-wop groups, a lot of soul groups, and he applied it to his own formula. All right. So you got to show hip hop love. All right. You just have to. All right. That's just my humble opinion. All right. All right. So moving on some more news and notes. Normally I take this time and hit the comment section, read comments from the comment section. Unfortunately, we have no comments. Okay. What a shocker. What a surprise. But yeah. I hope everyone liked this live stream. I seen people come in, I seen people come out. I see more people come in, they'll stay a little while. I see more people just leave, okay? But I hope everyone took something from this live stream. And applied it to how you feel about. We talked about 1000 HP Media, about his future and why he wasn't on YouTube for a while. We talked about iScreamVlog, talked about allegedly someone vandalized his Lamborghini. Two things we didn't even know about iScreamVlog. One, he has a Lamborghini, and two, who would vandalize a Lamborghini? Okay, we got sort of both of those questions answered real fast, real quick. Then we talked about Black China and her third kid. We welcomed her third kid. We talked a little bit about Summer Walker, and we talked a little bit about the Grammys. Hey, good morning, Dream. You just you just tapped in. I appreciate that, Dream. Oh, I talked about your 2 videos yesterday, Sunday. I watched both of them, and your second video got me the material for my next live stream. And we're going to be talking about that a little bit later tomorrow. But I really do appreciate you coming in and supporting the live stream. I really do appreciate that. Good looking out. Like I said, I watch your videos, and I don't know if you got a live stream today, but I'm gonna probably check out the rerun of it because your boy been working all night, and I'll probably iScreamVlog ship that Lambo in on us. Like I said, when I talked about it, 2 things I discovered in that video, as well as your video. One, I didn't know iScreamVlog had a Lamborghini. Okay. And 2, who would vandalize a Lamborghini? Okay, how often does that even happen? That's all I'm saying on that. But I talked about it. I feel like it's all cap, but I don't have any proof. Okay, King, thank you. I appreciate that. You enjoyed my content. I really do appreciate that. Good looking out, the Dream. Yo, go check out the Dream's channel. All right. If you love cars, I learned more from her channel than watching Stunner Reese or watching Rail to Real or Mr. Organic. I learned a lot more by just subscribing to her channel and watching her videos. Plus, she really has a lot of content concerning cars. It's not about her. It's about the cars, like the car shows and the different type of cars she's reviewing or even talking about. I think her second video was why the SRT and the Hellcat is now popular with content providers on YouTube. And we're going to talk about that tomorrow. I'm not going to talk about it today. I'm not even going to spoil you guys' lunches. We're going to talk about that in full tomorrow. All right. But I really do appreciate everyone coming in, tapping in, no matter how long you stayed, if you was in and out. I really do appreciate that. I really do appreciate the people that watch the re-air of this. I get the majority of my views from the re-air. I really do appreciate that. People, do me a solid rate, comment, subscribe, share this video with your friends, family, and followers. I want to get my channel as well as these live streams in the YouTube algorithm, okay? Because I feel like I'm doing something different than the rest, all right? But yeah, also go check out the Dream. She has some great content. Subscribe and enjoy. You will not be disappointed. I will see you guys later. Hold up. I think it's because it's extremely rare to find. Well, okay. Cherry, I kind of agree with you on that. But it's just you don't hear it often of a Lamborghini being vandalized. Okay. I'm pretty sure if you go to Google and search Lamborghini being vandalized, you're gonna probably get a few articles and things of that nature. But for someone that does content on YouTube, it's it, like I said, I talked about it. I think it's a little bit of cap, and it may be there's some truth, a little bit of truth behind it. But I talked about it, and you can go check it out. But uh I just think it's odd to me. But guys, I really do appreciate everyone coming in. Please be sure to hit the like button. Please be sure that you subscribe, hit on notifications, select all. I will see you guys tomorrow. We're gonna have a fun time tomorrow. So be on the lookout for tomorrow's show. So it's been real, it's been fun, and it has been real fun. I will see you guys on the flip side of things. Um, I'm out of here. Outro. I hope everyone has a great Monday. All right. See y'all when I see y'all. Thanks.